Well, I'm a bit new to public speaking, so I don't have any slides, but I have loads of notes. So I will read to you what I've prepared. 350 people. That's not unusual, especially in London. Regent Street, Piccadilly Circus, the M40. 350 people called Quakers. That's not that unusual. Yearly meeting, gatherings, the climate march tomorrow. 350 people called Quakers in Pisac. Now that's unusual. But that, my friends, is where we will be in 2 months' time. 350 people from 6 continents, 39 countries, speaking English, Spanish, Kiswahili, French, German, Dutch, Russian, Armaya. The words, the notes, the sounds of our voices will be music to our ears as we mingle together, meet, greet, eat, worship, walk, talk, sit, stand, and be together in Pisac, Peru. It will be the sound of our family of friends. 350 people called Quakers in Pisac. Now what can I tell you about Pisac? Actually, I have to back up a bit because I'm the conference coordinator and it's my job to see that all practical and logistical aspects of the plenary go smoothly. Big job, big hopes, big plans. Let's start with the travel. Some airlines let you check your luggage all the way through to Cusco. Some only let you check it to Lima. In either case, you need to claim your checked luggage at Lima. Once you pick up your bags, you have to literally walk out one door and enter another right next to it. That's the rule, everyone does it. Once you're back in the airport, you recheck in or check into your flight for Cusco. It's a nice short flight and you get a snack on board.
Sorry.
Well, it's nice. Usually under 2 hours you don't get food.
You're probably drooping by now.
Well, now you've arrived in Cusco. Oh, what a nice little airport with lots of friendly faces. Hello, friend. Members of the local arrangement committee will be waiting for you. They'll be wearing t-shirts. We haven't decided what color yet, and that will be announced in the December mailing. We will also have volunteers from the plenary to assist you. They will gather you and others that are arriving around the same time and guide you to the buses we have arranged to take you on the 40-minute ride to Pisac, similar to the buses that we saw in Ruth's presentation. The buses we are contracting will carry about 12 to 15 people each, so we will try to make sure each trip with a full or nearly full bus. It's a lovely ride, and you will pass some historical sites along the way, so keep your eyes open. You wind your way into Pisac. Ah, Pisac, our home for 9 days. Let me tell you a little bit about Pisac, a small town with a huge market. Peruvian goods, handicrafts, produce, food and drink, practical items like shopping bags.
Oh, jumpers.
Yes. Oh, it's amazing. And bargaining welcome. And narrow streets lined with shops and restaurants, homes and businesses. And there's a little museum there. And you will get all that information in your welcome bag. It's well worth a visit, be it scooting down during the free time or planning an extra day there. And it's about a 15-minute walk from the hotel. Now the bus passes through Pisac and up the hill to the Royal Inca. More people to greet you, and you are exhausted. We probably are too, but excited, we hope. Your first job is to get through registration. We have all sorts of badges. It will be a little more complex than this one from yearly meeting. And welcome packs and maps and schedules to take care of you there. The local arrangements committee have put together a terrific welcome pack for everyone, including an over-the-shoulder Peruvian bag with the plenary logo to carry all our papers. After that is taken care of, you can retire to your room or partake in the orientation that takes place at 4:45, and our first meal, dinner, is served at 6 p.m.
When you talked about your 40-minute ride down to Pisac. This was actually for friends who weren't going early for any specific reason. So this is on the 19th,
This
isn't it?
is on the 19th if you're
Yeah.
scheduled to arrive the 19th. If
Yeah.
you're staying beforehand and you're in a hotel and you want to grab one of those buses, make your way
To the airport.
to the airport, because that's free for you. Otherwise, it's about 80 soles to get from your hotel to our hotel. The Royal Inca is a complex with the hotel and the majority of the rooms located where you are getting dropped off. The hotel has 73 guest rooms, quite large. Large enough, in fact, to add an extra bed or two so we can accommodate nearly 200 of us there. No single rooms. It's too important to have as many of us as possible on this site. In this part of the complex, there are the guest rooms, reception, the information desk, the theater, and other large rooms where we'll be holding the consultation and section meetings, the chapel, the craft room, the smaller dining rooms where we will hold home groups, and the sauna, where we will, well, relax. A few words about the craft room. We have 30 people signed up to sell craft and also 30 exhibitors. The craft room will be open during free time. Many friends are bringing handicrafts from their country to offset the registration fee. Some examples include Bolivian, Peruvian, and Guatemalan goods, African handbags, jewelry, clothing, and t-shirts for school peace projects. The Local Arrangements Committee will be selling Peruvian goods to offset many of their plenary costs, including this mug. This mug, which was created by a craftsman for the plenary, using the logo that Noe Alanguia, the clerk of the Local Arrangements Committee, created. This is a sample mug, and when Glass unwrapped it, I was stunned by its beauty and the sense that it captures of the FWCC and the plenary. And there will be a number of those mugs in other colors to sell. The craftsmanship on that is remarkable. Between our craft room and the Pisac market, the handy packing advice may be well worth repeating. Pack half as many clothes and twice as much money. And your money will go a long way. Some of the exhibitors are AFSC, Woodbrook Quaker Study Center, Bolivian Quaker Education Fund, Quaker Earth Care Witness, Right Sharing of World Resources, Juno, and FWCC. Hey, how did they get in there? Across the dirt road, still at the Inca complex, is another group of buildings. Here we have our plenary room, capacity 500, our dining hall, capacity 250, a swimming pool, another reason to bring your swimsuit, and the bungalows. The bungalows are 6 rooms that house between 4 and 10 people each. Quite comfortable and ensuite, and so close to the dining hall that one can roll out of bed and be in line for breakfast in less than 5 minutes.
You're one of those, George.
Yes, George, you're in the bungalow. Between the hotel and the bungalows, we house about 246. Oh my, we have nearly 100 more registered. Well, we have Tambo de Gozo. Translated, a place of joy. Tambo is about a 15-minute walk from the Royal Inca down a lovely dirt road. Accessible by the motor, the little 3-wheel taxis that travel up and down Pisac, taking you anywhere for 2 to 3 soles per ride. It's really hard to describe how beautiful Tambo is. You sense it. It's run by a Christian community involved with the well-being of the town. They have dental clinics there for free. Youth come to their fields to play sports every Saturday, and community events are held there. The new head of Tambo is Tim Hilton, an American from the Midwest who lives on site with his family. Tambo has 10 dormitory-style rooms with 6 bunk beds, but we're just using the 6 bottom bunks. 6 people to a room, en suite. This is where we will house the majority of our young adult friends and others who have requested it. It's more basic, a little less comfortable, but what it lacks in comfort, it will make up for in energy, I am sure. There is a breakfast room where Gladys, our local contact and a tremendous can-do person, will provide breakfast every morning for our 60 friends. Several local arrangement committee members will be housed in Tambo to oversee the process. We plan to have pre-breakfast worship in Tambo. Tambo is set around a large field, and if the weather is nice, it would make the most amazing worship space. But we also have a room indoors. We will offer worship and Bible study at the Royal Inca, but you need to eat breakfast at your housing location. There also may be morning walks offered. Alongside Tambo are two auxiliary groups, our two auxiliary hotels that we have for the overflow, which we are already filling up. One is Ali Palwasi, an eco lodge that is absolutely incredible. 12 friends will stay there. Hussein is the proud owner. Also there is Doña Clorinda, another beautiful hotel where Mati, the dueña, will treat you like family. Both hotels will serve breakfast, and those housed can join the Tambo gang for the pre-breakfast activities. After breakfast, you make your way up to the plenary. Thank you. You make your way up to the Royal Inca, and generally speaking, we begin in the plenary room with the section worship. Now, a little bit about the internet. The hotel has recently installed fiber optic, which is great because when I was there in September, the signal was very weak. During our sessions in the plenary, we will have simultaneous translation and remote captioning. For that, we depend utterly on the internet signal. We will request, as strongly as Quakers can request, that all mobile phones be turned off so there is no sharing of the signal. We are very excited to have the captioning, which will be done from Philadelphia, because we believe it will help people read the words in English to offset any ambiguity in the hearing of the words from people with different accents in English. I should elaborate on the food at the Royal Inca, though it is outlined pretty clearly in the November mailing. The hotel is willing to reasonably accommodate our dietary needs, though it must be said that gluten-free and even vegetarian is not a common concept in Peru. The food will be simple but delicious, I believe. Lunch will be our main meal of the day, and the main meal and the main course being served then. There will always be two options, one meat, one vegetarian. Dinner will be soup and bread. Two soups, one meat, one vegetarian. We can assume some, if not most, vegetarian dishes will be vegan, but I can't guarantee it. Therefore, we strongly suggest you bring along food to supplement your diet, or even just to have your favorite biscuits at that time. You will note in the mailing that you are required to choose either meat or vegetarian because we will give a count to the hotel so they can provide meals accordingly and not do a tremendous amount of overcooking for us and therefore reduce our waste.
Can you say what kind of meat?
I can't.
Chicken.
Chicken. I'm just wondering about the guinea pig.
That may well be offered because that's a that's a typical thing, but by and large the pilgrims were fed pretty exclusively, the meat eaters, on chicken.
Yeah. Okay.
Since I don't eat meat, I didn't pay attention to what was in other people's dishes. And you will basically be asked to stick to your meat or vegetable choice for the duration of the 90 days. And if you have any needs, down in the market at Pisac, the amount of food, fresh food there and cooked food there to bring up to the hotel is tremendous, and I actually recommend, just for the fun of it, to go down and have a lunch there sometime. The excursions are on Friday before our local friends come to be with you. That should be pretty much outlined in the mailing, though I do have some brochures and information here. Now on the 27th, we come to the close of the plenary. The buses will be available according to flight times. We hope as many as possible can stay on throughout lunch, but we know some need to leave early. If you're going on the Machu Picchu trip or staying on in Cuzco, you can be dropped off in the center of Cuzco, or perhaps we can arrange for you to get to your hotel, but it's all pretty much centered around the center of Cuzco. Oh, pretty early. Well, I hope I have given you a helpful understanding, although what I have told you is concerning the practical aspects of the plenary. Every word is spiritually guided. Pisac and the Sacred Valley will enhance our sense of beauty and wonder with nature and God, and we will be enriched by all the people who have come to share with us and to be with us, come to teach us and come to learn from us. We will experience the family and friends. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for coming to Pisac. You will be amazing, and our time there will be amazing. Thank you.
Can you, Olivia, because we've got time,